Joining us today from San Francisco, California is exhibiting artist Nancer LeMoins. Nancer says she has been creating art for her entire life. She is a printmaker whose works have directly addressed many themes, including AIDS activism and her experience of living with HIV. She explores themes of women, laws, and cultural values. Her work may seem to rage, and at the same time be intimate and vulnerable with deeply quiet details. Please welcome to the stage, Nancer.
Hello, all of you out there. I guess this could be theoretically called propaganda on some level, but it's very personal propaganda. I tested positive in 1986, and about 15 years later, I looked around and I thought, wow, this is still happening. It's pretty amazing. It's just not going away, and people are still suffering. And I made this piece to let people know that that we were all still around. And this is my friend Angela. I had no idea that 4 years later she would be dead of what I consider to be red tape. It was just that she couldn't find access. And so I started asking questions. You know, I thought, will art save my life? Will it save anybody's life? And I thought, well, maybe it will. And it did, but it didn't bring my friends back. I think art saves many people's lives. I had a lot of strange experiences. I answered the phone one day, and a researcher said, "Would you like to sell your brain?" And I said, "Well, how much?" And he said, "Oh, $400, but you can't have it until you're dead." And I thought, well, I don't think so. And I started making more pieces like this one about what it's like to be in so many studies and having people constantly ask you, what are you eating, and poking at you, and what are you drinking? And it's always that you're infected. And I know that death and decay is the natural order of the world, and that we can't live without death and decay, but I don't know that there needs to be so much suffering as there is around the death and decay that's happening in some places. I originally had thought there are so many choices in so little time, and now I kind of feel like it's so many choices and so so many side effects. Because the side effects of these meds are really incredible. It's not like you just test positive, and actually this is a piece I did that I was in a coma for 4 months, and when I woke up for 2 weeks, I just saw these circles everywhere, all these circles. And I realized later that it seemed like they were all the drugs and the medications, and it seems out of order actually. I did this piece saying you can't uninvent technology, and I did it a long time ago before I realized all the horrible things that technology can do. I'm not anti-technology, but it worries me. I worry about this sort of stuff, that we're all walking around in a toxic stew that we have no control over, and it's like daggers pointing at our head. It just scares me on a lot of levels. I don't know. I don't know how many minutes it is till the world ends. I used to think about it in terms of nuclear power, but now I think about it in terms of so many other things, so many things that are affecting us, and so many things that are creating so much crisis in this world right now. And now to sort of change up, I made this piece more recently, and I realized that our true natures are actually kind of wild and tender, and that it really is kind of in our hearts, I believe, to take care of the beauty around us and the things that we see. This room represents, well, this is a black mamo, and it went extinct in 1907 and the passenger pigeon in 1914. And so many things have gone extinct since. And I think of birds as the canaries in the coal mine. It's just so obvious. And this is just to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the ways that I've treated the planet, and I really want to do better. I want to be more involved. I want to be more able to take care of this world, because I have a daughter, and when I see this world that's perfect, I see this, that we can live in harmony with nature, and it's a perfect harmony, and we don't destroy things like buffaloes for just financial reasons. Clear cutting really worries me. I really, I think there has to be more of a balance about how we just take things from the earth. We can't just take everything. And I want to just say with this that we're walking all over each other. We're stepping on each other by not taking care of the planet, and we're stepping on the future. And it just can't go on. This is just because I think beauty can be a really kind of radical thing in this world now. It took me a long time to get to the point where I thought, sometimes it's okay to just create beauty. When I tested HIV positive, I was so angry, and I just thought, I have to get this message across. And now I just think, sometimes it's important to just create beauty and show people that there's still so much beauty. I know it sounds like I'm kind of dismal, but I actually really believe in beauty and just the importance and the strength of it. We don't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow is it's an unknown thing. We could just speculate about tomorrow, but all we really have is today. And I just did this piece to let people know that we really don't know what is tomorrow. We think we know, but we don't. Thank you.